You're watching the Daily Market Summary for Thursday, and I'm joined by Cory Bratland of agmarket.net. My name is Mark Magnuson. Thanks for joining us. And Cory, what did we see happen with the trade in the grains today?
Hey, Mark, good to be with you. Yeah, grains were a little quiet here today overall. Corn was down a 1 to 2 cents here on the day. So we've had such a nice run up here in the corn. We had December corn futures get up and knock on the door of $5. We didn't quite eclipse it, but we got to 4.99 3/4. Found a little bit of selling there, but then now we're kind of pulling back here a couple, 2-3 cents here on the day. Soybeans, they were kind of mixed. Old crop months, the May, the June, or the May, the July, and August, all down just anywhere from a fraction of a penny to a couple cents lower, to where the new crop beans November contract was actually up 1 to 2. So all in all, grains had just a much quieter day. The trend is, like I say, Mark, is still higher. We've got a little bit of friendly news into the marketplace where demand is still very strong. We've got planning progress is going on very nicely, but we're definitely seem to be maybe stalling out here just a touch.
Cory, one thing I wanted to ask you about the fertilizer situation with the shipping in the Middle East. Of course, we're hyper-focused on that fertilizer making it here to the United States, but there are effects for the entire world. Have we started to have any concerns about world grain supplies just in terms of fertilizer and the situation with the Strait of Hormuz?
Yeah, that's a great point. And it's something that's going to be playing out here for the next 12 months at least, if not longer. I mean, we are hearing about other countries such as Australia as one that definitely could affect their overall wheat crop on the production side. They are pretty dependent upon fertilizer out of that Persian Gulf area, the Strait of Hormuz, in that neck of the woods. Also, Eastern Europe is another area that is pretty dependent upon fertilizer prices. So it's availability plus just the cost. So these higher costs, what we've been kind of hearing is we're not going to see this summer reset. So I hate to be a bearer of bad news, but it seems like these higher prices of fertilizers, they might stick around for us throughout the summer into this fall. And, that's going to have a direct impact on what we plant this upcoming year. Also, this year, even will producers go out and will they top dress the wheat? Will they put on that extra nitrogen application of theirs on their corn here later on this summer? I mean, these are all questions that definitely we're going to get answered here in the next few months, but are weighing heavily on our customers' minds right now.
So somewhat quiet on the grain side today. How did we fare in the trade for the livestock with cattle and hogs?
Yeah, cattle were just kind of mixed. They traded at both sides of the board. Feeder cattle actually up a little bit, $1.50 or so. We're still seeing strong cash market there, but I think the cattle just we priced in some higher prices so far. We are the bullish news. We're seeing just a slight setback here. We may see a little bit more of a pullback on these live cattle. I don't think it'll be very big. I think the big term we are still seeing numbers drop off. We're still seeing very strong demand on the feeder cattle front. They were a little bit higher there. This screwworm down in Mexico is still causing a lot of unknown. There's still a lot of unknowns with that. Mexico had a lot more cases of that screwworm since the first of the year than the trade is expecting. So it probably keeps our border closed with Mexico for a while in here. So that's going to keep continuing to hold on a good support on these feeder cattle. Hogs ended up down on the day. They just seem to be they caught up some bids earlier in the day and yesterday, but now they're kind of retreating back. We are seeing some cash prices on hogs starting to stabilize here. So I don't think we're going to see much more downside in these hogs. I think we could see them stabilize in here in the short term.
What's the best way for our viewers to get in touch for more marketing information?
Yeah, just head on over to our website, Mark, which is agmarket.net, and you can get a hold of us there.
Lots of great information and resources at agmarket.net. Check it out. He is Cory Bratland of agmarket.net joining us for the Daily Market Summary. Thanks so much for the time. Always appreciate it, and have a great rest of your day.
You bet. Thanks, Mark.